Welcome to this support book video. We're going to look at how to administer the test. You can download your booklet in two different places on the website, either under the Assessment tab or the Download Hub tab. You will have two different options for the test. You can download a physical paper copy or you can use a PowerPoint. If you're looking at the PowerPoint, there's two different versions. One version uses the words that students commonly use, take away and is. The other version uses the words subtract and equals. Use the version that your students are most familiar with. Let's have a look at the physical paper version. The test is found at the back of the assessment booklet. There's one page for recording and there's one page for the students to view. It is an oral test, so you read the test to the students. I like to use a piece of folded paper to screen the questions as I go, and I point and touch as I say. 5 subtract 3 is something. Just before we go through recording the test, I want to focus on this first question for a little bit. The first question is testing whether or not children can count on from any number. So it says something, 8, 9. A lot of children get this question incorrect, even though they can count on. It's either because of the way we say the question or they're not used to seeing their question in that format with the missing box. Can you please make sure you prompt them before you administer this question by saying something like, when counting, what number goes here, and point to the missing box. That just gives them a cue to be able to know what you're asking. Then when you move into the second question, give them the prompt. For the rest of the questions, tell me what number goes in the missing box, and that might help you get more valid data. You will usually work out by the end of the test if students got that first question right. If they can answer 8 subtract 5, they know what comes before 8 in that first counting question. However, if you are still concerned, you can download the counting screening tool. You can find the counting screening tool on the website under the Counting Kit tab. And then if you click on Assessment, you don't have to have purchased the counting kit. You can access this without buying the kit. And if you scroll through a couple of pages, you'll actually see this short test. And this tests whether or not children can count on or back from any number to 10 and then to 20. When the students are answering, it's really important that you watch what they do to answer and check roughly how long it takes for them to answer. In order to get that green tick, and that's worth 2 marks on the Excel sheet, they have to answer in less than 3 seconds and they have to not use a strategy or not count. They get a letter C if they do get it correct, and that's worth 1 point on the Excel sheet, but they've done something like counting with fingers or eye nods or tallies on a piece of paper, or they've used their fingers for a strategy. That's fine, but they get the C, which is 1, and it means they're not fluent yet. If they get the question incorrect or they can't answer it, you give them a cross, or if you're a bit soft like me, give them a dot, and that's worth 0. When you enter it into the Excel sheet. When you're administering the test, it's different for intervention and whole class testing in year 1, 2, 3. In year 1, 2, 3, you stop after 3 non-fluent responses. So that's any response that's not a tick. The reason you do that is the test gets progressively harder and it covers content from year 1 up to some year 3 curriculum content. This means year 1s often drop out with about the amount that I've got on screen there. So it only takes about 3 minutes to get through the year 1 questions when you're testing them. To do a whole class of year 1, I usually allocate between an hour and 90 minutes, and that you'll get through there. You let them keep going until they've made 3, just in case there are some students who are gifted and can go and complete the whole test. When you're testing for intervention, you give the whole test, because after year 3, they should have covered all of that curriculum, and you're trying to find the holes so you can go back and fill those. The only time, and it usually takes about 10 minutes per student. However, if that's a student who requires intervention and they've got maths anxiety, and they start getting stressed, please stop. How they feel is much more important. Have a break and come back and finish it on a different session. You record the results in the Excel tracking tool, and as you type them in, you give them a 2 for the tick, and it will come up with a little star that's completely coloured in. If they got a C, then you type in number 1 and it will come up with half a coloured star. And if they got a cross or a dot, you type in 0 and it comes up with an empty star. After we've administered the test, we go through the goal setting and the activities, and we follow this targeted teaching and learning cycle. When to retest is going to be covered in the next video. Thanks for watching.